S13 не горит. Переходный люк закрыт.
S13 is not lit. S11 is not lit.
Сигномер пущу по...
Okay, I will start the timer. Okay.
Гоша, а ты вот расскажи, всемирная правда в чем большая картинка?
Okay, Gosha, you're receiving the picture.
Погашение механизма соединения.
The mechanical contact is not lit. Please make sure that there are no foreign objects on the interface. If there are any objects, they belong to Fyodor. Well, for you, they are foreign objects. Okay.
Есть. Режим ССВП выполнен.
Okay, we're receiving the image, so the SSVP mode is complete.
Team here on the ground confirming that the Soyuz has undocked, and you can see here in the view being sent down from the Soyuz via Russian ground stations. It's moving away now from the International Space Station, and that occurred on time at 6:35 p.m. Central Time.
What about the headlight? Is it on? No, not yet. Could you please activate the headlight? Okay. Yes, you can switch, turn on the headlight.
Okay.
We can see you clearly. We are departing, with the nose slightly raised up. The headlight is turned on. Copy that. Turned on. Somehow, the light of the headlight looks a little bit weird. Do you observe the interface? I don't see all of it. Of course, it's in shadow. Okay, let's do the AGC mode. Okay. Sasha, AGC mode.
Once again, the Soyuz TMA-08M carrying Expedition 36 Commander Pavel Vinogradov and flight engineers Alexander Masurkin and Chris Cassidy has undocked from the International Space Station. That took place as scheduled at 6:35 p.m. Central Time, when the station and Soyuz are about 258 miles above Mongolia. And as you can see, it's now slowly making its way back away from the International Space Station in preparation for the separation burn that will speed that move up a bit. That wraps up a 166-day stay aboard the International Space Station for that crew. They launched to the space station on March 28th and arrived that same day, making the first one-day journey to the space station for any crew. And with that undocking, it now officially marks the beginning of Expedition 37 for the crew members left on board the space station.
That's good.
Their commanders now Fyodor Yurchikhin,
4502,
and along with him, flight engineers Luca Parmitano and Karen Nyberg.
We are standing by for the depot activation. We have activation. We're observing. Now
and the team here on the ground also now confirming that the separation burn is in progress.
So the deactivation of depot, we are observing.
And that 15-second burn now complete.
Wide angle lens.
The 15 seconds that the Soyuz jets fire ease it further away from the International Space Station at a rate of just over a mile per hour. It begins by moving it zenith and then aft the space station. This again should put them a safe distance away from the station in time for the deorbit burn that will drop the Soyuz back into the Earth's atmosphere at 9:05 p.m. Central Time and put them on a return course for Kazakhstan just before 10 p.m. Central Time.
Да, красивая штука.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Летает красиво.
And it flies beautifully. Okay, so the inhibit of the dynamic operations has been sent via the command radio link. Yes, we're observing that. Very beautiful image we are getting, very good quality.
А может эти оптические оси?
Because we were wiping everything, you know, all axles. So should we deactivate G4, Georgi?
Да ладно, пусть посмотрим.
No, not yet. Leave it as it is. Okay. Okay, SSVP, you can deactivate. Don't do anything. We are inputting these settings. Okay, copy that.
Вот это? Да. Не знаю, не похоже. Нет, это блеск, отблеск, наверное, какой-то или засвет. Потому что это ж... да. Не знаю.
So what does it look like? No, it's not what you're thinking.
The International Space Station continuing to get smaller, in this view coming down from the Soyuz TMA-08M carrying Pavel Vinogradov, Alexander Misurkin, and Chris Cassidy away from the station and getting them on course for a landing in Kazakhstan just before 10 p.m. Central tonight. Again, that deorbit occurred just as scheduled at 6:35 p.m. Central Time, when the Soyuz and station were about 258 miles above Mongolia.
So the next item on the menu is 4 hours 05 minutes. Karate. So the settings for descent. Okay.
View here from the cameras on the exterior of the International Space Station, where you can just make out the Soyuz. Zooming in on it here. I'm just out of screen now, but they'll be readjusting the cameras. There it is, coming from the middle bottom into the center of the screen. Again, this is a Soyuz TMA-08M, just departed from the International Space Station a little less than 20 minutes ago.
Karate, how do you read?
And now making its way further away from the station in preparation for its deorbit burn coming up at 9:05 p.m. Central Time.
So we see you.
Inside, of course, we've got Commander Pavel Vinogradov, the Expedition 36 crew, as well as flight engineers Chris Cassidy and Alexander Misurkin.
That's great. There is a beach somewhere down below.
Нет, пока сплошное море.
No, it's just the sea, no beaches inside.
Пока берега не видно.
No shores inside.
Вы аккуратно Тихим океаном летите.
We are over the Pacific Ocean right now, the huge space of the Pacific Ocean. Okay? Copy that.
Федор Николаевич вас удачно пофотографировал на отход.
I hope that Fyodor made a few very good shots, you know, through the camera while you were leaving the station. Yes? We prepared a surprise for him, actually, and he's silent for some reason. He's probably looking, you know, at the photos and maybe uploading them on the internet site. Okay.
In just a moment, the Soyuz is scheduled to be directly below the International Space Station between it and the Earth. And then it's going to begin phasing out below and in front of the space station as it continues moving further away in preparation for its deorbit burn. The station's currently about 259 miles above the Pacific Ocean, both in the Soyuz heading southeast towards the coast of South America, which will be the lowest point of this orbit around the Earth before it begins heading northeast towards Africa.
СОП Москва, МКС ВСГ-1.
На связи, слышим вас хорошо.
Сереж, проверка связи.
Moscow Station on Space Ground 1.
Принято. Федор Николаевич, ВСГ-1, как нас слышно? Экипаж МКС ТУПа Москвы в канале ВСГ-1 для Федора Николаевича.
СОП Москва, МКС ВСГ-1.
На связи.
КСДС ОТК, МИМовская, МИМ-2. Положение закрыто.
Принято, спасибо.
Ребята, если слышите меня, выглядите великолепно. Вы под нами.
Спасибо, конечно, слышно.
If you can hear me, you look great. You're right below us.
Кто наш научился?
Very good.
Вот тоже на тебя посмотрели. Федя, а ты не разговаривал?
Федор,
Насчет Андрюши.
I was wondering if you talked about Andrei Manzhely.
вопрошать будем, где что будет происходить.
When the festivities are going to take place and where?
Continuing to see the Soyuz TMA-08M traveling below the International Space Station between it and the Earth as it moves a little further away in preparation for its deorbit burn coming up at 9:05 p.m. Central Time. Again, its undocking took place right on time at 6:35 p.m. and that was followed shortly by a good separation burn that began increasing the distance between the Soyuz and the space station. Crew inside the Soyuz, Pavel Vinogradov, Alexander Masurkin, and Chris Cassidy, now scheduled to have a little bit of free time to get ready for their landing before they step back into their list of tasks and procedures that will get the vehicle prepared for the deorbit burn, and then, of course, its landing scheduled for just before 10 p.m. Central Time tonight.
MCC Houston to station, Space Ground 1. Good evening, and we are ready for DPC.
Good evening, Expedition 37. 3 quick things for you. First, to let you know on the system side, UPA process cycle is ongoing and all looks nominal.
Good news.
And next, would you guys like the Soyuz descent and landing live video uplinked? And if so, which SSC?
No, that's okay. We'll pass on that, but thank you.
Copy. And
Heard there the beginnings of the daily planning conference that the crew on board the space station goes through every night with the various flight control teams they work with here on the ground. Starting there with the flight control team here in Houston. Left behind on the International Space Station, they are now officially the Expedition 37 crew. That turnover took place officially when the Soyuz undocked at 6:35 p.m. Central Time. The unofficial change in command actually took place yesterday, but the undocking again made it official. Still seeing a view here from the external cameras on board the International Space Station of the Soyuz TMA-08M, now carrying Pavel Vinogradov, Chris Cassidy, and Alexander Masurkin away from the space station. Now that they've successfully and safely backed away from the space station following that 6:35 p.m. central undocking, we're going to take